Hello everybody and welcome to Virtual World's Real Stories. Take a moment to think back to some of the biggest fads and crazies that you were part of growing up. Think of the top 3, and I think I know which 3 you're thinking of. Ice Queen, Robot Watch, Dinosaur World. Huh? Oh, I really need to have a conversation with my mother. At least we can all agree that we like Pokemon, right? Good, because that's what this video is about. So join me as we create our very own Pokedex page, filled with fun facts, real-life inspirations, and make sure to stick around to the end where I attempt to experience what it's actually like to be a Pokemon. Without further ado, hopefully you recognize this Pokemon more than these gems. Listed as number 158 in the National Pokedex, Totodile first appeared in the Gold Silver Crystal series and is one of the starter Pokemon of the Johto region. But what does Totodile look like? Well, in order to show you, I'm going to make one of these models, designed by the wonderful folks over at Paper Pokes. And while I'm cracking on with this, let's take a look at how Totodile got its name. The name Totodile can be broken down into 2 parts: Tot and Odile. Tot, in its modern day meaning, was first recorded from the Scots in 1725, where the origin is a little unclear. It may have derived from the Swedish tutte or Danish togeltot, both meaning small child, or even perhaps the Old Norse totter, which is a nickname for a dwarf. The dictionary defined tot as a small child, akin to a toddler. Odile comes from the English word crocodile, which derives from the Middle English cocodril, from the Old French cocodril, from the medieval Latin cocodrilus, in turn from the Latin crocodilus, taking origin in the ancient Greek crocodilos, which 5th century historian Herodotus attributed to being an Ionic word meaning lizard, but also a combination of croque and drillos, which means pebbles and worm respectively, as it was observed that the creatures enjoyed basking on flat stones in the Nile. Take note also from the Sanskrit kirkalasa, which is a combination of pebbles and sit, forever immortalizing the animal's relaxation preferences. The dictionary defines a crocodile as a large predatory semi-aquatic reptile with long jaws, long tail, short legs, and a horny textured skin. Totor, kirkalasa, Totodile. As I attempt to pronounce its Japanese name, I can only apologize for any butchered pronunciation. Its Japanese name, Wani no Ko, is a portmanteau of Wani no Ko, which means child of a crocodile. Totodile is classified as the big jaw Pokemon because, well, not to give it a complex, but it does have one. And this is what Totodile looks like. As you can see, it's a bipedal Pokemon with 3 claws on each foot and 5 fingers on each hand. A blue colour schema washed all over its body, just so there's no confusion that it is in fact a water type. There's a band of yellow coloration emanating from the centre of its chest and reaching to the base of its arms. On its head are these big eyes with these black colorations and these ridges for the eye sockets. And of course, there's its big mouth that houses its big jaw, because it certainly has a bite. Goocha mama! Hey. Acting. Down its back are these lines of red markings, and down its spine is this row of spikes. 1, 2, 3. And then one little bitty one on its little bitty tail, because it's just a little bitty Totodile with a very big bite. And now we know what Totodile looks like, let's take a look at the real-life inspirations that went into its design. The creature Totodile is based on has been on Earth for over 240 million years, meaning that it would not be out of place with the main characters of the ever-popular toy franchise, Dinosaur World. Dinosaur World. Represent the prehistoric creatures to return to the empire of dinosaurs. I am of course referring to the crocodile. Carrying such an impressive age credential, crocodiles can also boast that they are the largest reptiles in the world, with some growing over 20 feet long and weighing over a ton. Relatively unchanged over time in regards to evolution, crocodiles are considered to be the perfect killing machine and have the strongest bite of all animals. A study showed that saltwater crocodiles could clamp their jaws down with a force of 16,640 newtons, which, to put it in perspective, is 12.5 times more powerful than a lion's. Adversely, the muscles that are used to open the jaw are extremely weak, and a human can keep a croc's mouth shut with their bare hands. So you may not be able to stop one from taking a bite of your Cadbury's Gatto, but you can make sure it won't go back for seconds. Much like one of the mascots of the world-renowned toy series Ice Queen, crocodiles are cold-blooded. This enables them to have a slow metabolism, meaning that they don't have to eat often, and can in fact go for months on a single meal. Maybe it's not a bad idea to share some of your Gatto with them then. The points of inspiration for Totodile's design are evident and numerous. For all intents and purposes, it is a crocodile. From its claw-like feet and hands, the big dark eyes, and the raised bumps of the eye sockets that house them. Even the red spikes on Totodile's back mirrors the scaly appearance of a crocodile's skin. Totodile's tail isn't as long yet, but it still has some evolving and growing to do. I'll make sure to bring it its own cake. And now we've got a grasp on some of the broader details of Totodile, let's take a look at some of the more specific points that make up the Pokémon. Water. The heaviest of the Johto starters, Totodile weighs in at 20.9 pounds, approximately 9.5 kilos, or, as you may know it better, 3,800 gummy teeth sweets. The second tallest of the Johto starters, Totodile stands at 2 foot exact, approximately 0.6 meters, or, as you may be more familiar with, 28 gummy teeth sweets high. Totodile has quite a wide, elongated foot, no doubt to help it swim through the water, and has 3 little claws poking out at the top. And now we know all about what constitutes a Totodile, let's see what it's actually like to be one, in a segment I call Do As the Pokémon Do.
Totodile's Pokédex entry claims that it can bite through anything. So in order to know what it's truly like to be a Totodile, I'm going to bite through many things. This is ASMR with VWRS. First off, some marshmallows. That's very nice. Very easy to bite through. I'm gonna bite through another one just to make sure that wasn't a fluke. It wasn't a fluke. I'm gonna save that one for later. Next up, a bell pepper. Very refreshing. And now for some hummus and pita bread. To go with that is this salad. I am in fact just eating my evening meal right now. dessert I have rhubarb, pie and custard. The custard has softened the pastry. It's very easy to bite through. Also, the rhubarb is stewed. I don't think Totodile would have a difficult time with this. Next up, we have an egg. There's a reason why you cook eggs. Next is this twig. I think that deserves a marshmallow. I've got splinters in my gums. Finally, I'm going to turn this t-shirt into a vest by biting off its sleeves. One sleeve done. I really wish I wore more deodorant when I wore this shirt. And there we are. A very practical way to make yourself a fashionable vest for the summer months. I hope that was relaxing for you. It was certainly an experience for me. And now I know what it's like to be Totodile. What joy.
Ooh, it seems we've bitten off a bit more than we can chew here. Let's make things a little more palatable. Number 158 in the National Pokédex, Totodile. Japanese name, Waninoko. Classified as the Big Jaw Pokémon. A water type, weighing in at 20.9 pounds or 9.5 kilos. Standing at 2 foot exact, or 0.6 meters. Its footprint looks like this, and its cry sounds like this. Its design is based on the marine reptiles known as crocodiles. Its Pokédex entry reads, its powerful, well-developed jaws are capable of crushing anything. Even its trainer must be careful. While the Pokémon may think it's just playfully nipping, its bite has enough power to cause serious injury. And now we know Totodile. Is there anything new that you've learned? Is there anything that I've missed out? And what's the weirdest thing you've ever bitten through? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share with others. And now I'm off to program my robot watch. But is it worth breaking the seal and ruining its mint condition? Well, for now, my friends, luck and more to you all, and catch you next time. Time, like that, because it's a watch. Mom. Do you know what? Yeah, why not? Eh? Why not?